what you need to know before you write a single word in your book, and I guarantee you it's not what you think. My name's Larissa. I'm an author, publisher, and literary coach, and I've helped hundreds of authors turn their ideas into published books. This is Getting Started, a micro-series where we tackle the biggest obstacles stopping aspiring authors from writing their books. Today's topic is, what do you need to do before you write a single word? Because knowing what your obstacles are is going to change everything. A lot of people are really good at telling us what are their goals. What are their plans? They can have an A to Z roadmap. They can have to-do lists and checklists and all the things they need to do to be successful. I want you to think about your book differently, because this is probably one of the biggest projects you'll undertake in your entire life. It is massive, and it's supposed to feel so nitty-gritty and in your tummy that you doubt yourself, because that's how masterpieces are created. Diamonds are created under pressure. So instead of looking at what are your goals for this book, I want you to look at what's getting you in your way. What's stopping you from being successful? Because we have predictable failure patterns. Every single person has a failure pattern that is very unique to them. And if we were in the coaching environment, if you and I were talking one-on-one, I would be innately picking these things out for you. That's what a coach does. They pick out the ways that you're going to self-sabotage, the way that the world's going to get you down and get in your way and stop you from writing this book. But if you don't have a coach, you have to be able to do this for yourself. And this is going to help you in every aspect of your life. What is your predictable failure pattern? Is it that you start and stop? Is it perfectionism? Is it imposter syndrome? Is it lack of priority setting? You say this book is really important to you, but then you're willing to let coffee with a friend get in the way. And these are all so normal. I don't want you to feel bad about them. I want you to recognize them. I want you to label them and put a name on them, give it a name tag and say, hi, my name is imposter syndrome. It might be that you're setting goals that are just too big. This one is me. Hello, I'm the problem. It's me. I set goals that are massive in very short periods of time. And of course I'm going to fail. I've recognized this in myself. This is a pattern. What is your pattern of failure? Is it that the voice in your head gets too loud to the point where you have to stop because it's scary and uncomfortable? Is it perfectionism? Is it imposter syndrome? Most people already know their pattern. You don't need to rediscover this. You need to admit it. You need to own up to it. This is the thing that's going to get in my way. This is why I'm not going to be successful. Because if you know it, you can plan for it. Side note, if you're enjoying this series, you'll probably love Author Your Way. This episode is based on concepts from part 1 of the book. You can grab your ebook, the audiobook, completely free at nextpagepublishing.info/author your way. Now let's get back to it with breakthrough number 2. Breakthrough number 2 is defining your AI boundaries. There could not be a topic more prevalent to our industry today, to our world, no matter what genre you're working in, no matter what industry you're in. AI is becoming a topic we have to talk about constantly. And there are, it seems to be, 2 sides of the table here. We've got the people who are, I use AI for everything. I love it. I don't see any ethical issues with it. This is a tool to help me get my business done. It makes me better at what I'm supposed to be doing. And then you've got the other side of the coin where people are like, oh my God, no, AI is the worst. I would never use it for anything. It's terrible. It's evil. It's the devil reincarnated. Okay, cool. I'm not asking you to pick a side. I'm asking you to find your line. A lot of authors right now are struggling with what is their line, because they're listening to other people and trying to judge their boundaries on what other people are saying. And that is so wrong. That's going to mess you up so many times because they're not yours. There are going to be times in this book writing process where you will get tired. You will get impatient. You'll feel lost, inadequate. You'll feel out of time. This is a huge, huge project. So knowing right here, right now, what are my AI boundaries? What am I going to do? What am I not going to do that you want to use AI for? How do you think it's going to make you a better author? How will it sit in the eyes of your reader in the long run? There are a lot of authors, right or wrong, being canceled right now because readers have got it in their head that they have used AI in their books. Again, right or wrong, whether they have or not is totally up for debate. I don't want you to be able to stand behind your stance on AI. How did it impact your creative process? Quick reminder, if you have questions about your book, leave it in the comments of this episode. I'll be collecting the questions throughout the series and answering as many as possible in our final Q&A episode. Let's get to breakthrough number 3. Before you write your book, before you have first draft, do not set a publishing date. This is the number one mistake I see new authors making, is thinking they have a grasp on what's going to happen throughout their publishing journey. This is the fastest way to failure. Brand new authors setting a publication date before they've started writing is the quickest way to burn out or kill your book. Most of the time we think it's a good idea to have a hard date, right? Set goals, they're measurable, they're attainable, all of this stuff. But this is a creative process with dozens of moving parts. You'll either burn out or the quality of your book will suffer to the point where you might never publish it because you've set these inexorable publishing dates, these goals, without having a full understanding of what's going into it. I am not saying don't set goals. Absolutely not. You need to set goals. I'm saying think about this book in chunks. When do you want to have your first draft completed? Realistically. And before you set any dates after that, hit that goal. See how effective you are in getting there, and then measure the rest of your timelines based on that. All right, 60-second activity, because this is a short episode, so they're meant to be quick. Leave a comment, any questions you've got. Go grab your copy of Author Your Way at nextpagepublishing.info/Author Your Way. Your 60-second activity of the day is 2 parts. Part 1, I want you to list 5 things that are going to get in your way. I want the 5 things that are going to slow you down, they're going to make you doubt yourself, they're going to give you imposter syndrome. I want you to list those 5 things out. And then part 2, I want you to make a teeny tiny plan for each of those 5 things. And I'm talking maybe a sentence. Keep it simple, keep it fast, keep it actionable. For example, if imposter syndrome is a thing that you deal with, I want you to think about how you're going to interrupt that voice. What is the key phrase you're going to say to yourself when you start to doubt yourself? Mine is, I can do hard things. Super simple, super easy. I might have to repeat it 3, 5, 10 times before I can knock down that voice that tells me I can't. But eventually, I can do hard things becomes the voice in your head.